Hey YouTube, welcome to my channel, JS Dwayne here. Today's date is July 1st, 2020, and in today's video I'm going to talk about why I decided to put intimate personal details about myself in my YT videos, and why I did it, and I'm going to tell you guys, for a reason. And let's proceed. So the reason why I decided to post intimate details about myself on my page was that so that you guys can relate to me a little bit. Everybody go through a lot of things in their lives, and I thought, posting, intimate details about myself, you guys can relate to me a little bit, and, like, crap, this guy, went through the same thing I went through, and a lot of people probably assumed, oh wow, he had it easy and stuff like this. Like, no, I haven't. I didn't really had it that easy. There's some people that, had, very good childhoods. There's some people that had very bad childhoods, and there's some people whose childhood is like in between. And I feel like mine was like in between. And, I went through a lot of pain, as a kid, you know, going through foster care and stuff like that, and being with different foster families despite me having my mother in my life, and not having my father around, and despite the fact that I met him when I was about to turn 17, raised a lot of bars for everybody who've been through that predicament. And when I share that type of information about myself, I didn't really want to share that type of information about myself. I was a little nervous at first because I remember my cousin, he was telling me, you got to be very careful what you post on YT or YouTube. Like, just be very careful. And I told him that I'm fully aware what I'm putting myself into. Like, I'm fully aware, what to say and what not to say. Because I'm not going to post everything personal about me on my YT videos. Like, I'm not doing it, but I wanted to give you guys general information about myself, my name, my age, where I live, where I'm from, and whatnot. And not everybody is comfortable talking about themselves on YT or YouTube. Like, a lot of people is not that comfortable. There's some people that that been through different types of abuse, verbal abuse, physical abuse, mental abuse, or sexual abuse. And there's some people, that post videos about what they went through their traumas, and they post it, to let a lot out of their systems. And sometimes there's some people that are not comfortable telling their families about what happened to them, during their lives, especially in childhood. And and I wouldn't post that type of information about myself, about my past traumas. But being in the system was like a past trauma, because I really wanted you guys to know personal details about me. Like, wow, this guy went through what I went through, and a lot of people are not really happy being in the foster care system. And I really wanted to be very careful about what I wanted to talk about regarding that environment and stuff like that. And especially me coming out, I wanted to do a video about that so you guys can really show me some love and support. There's some people that are not okay with alternative lifestyles, and I was, nervous, broadcasting that type of information. But, I saw a video where a young boy came out to his father, and, this guy, he's grown up now, but he was a kid when he did that video. And, he had it a little bit more easier compared to how I had it. And when I did my coming out video, it was very long and lengthy, was because I really wanted to, show you guys every detail of what I went through being LGBT and being out there for 15 years. And I didn't really want to post that part of my life, but I feel like that you guys, wanted to get to know the real me. And what is YouTube for? To post, about vlogging and where you guys travel and about your life experiences and cooking. That what vlogging is for. And there's some people that does, ASMR where they don't talk, they just eat, and that's it. And I didn't want to do a ASMR channel, because most people don't know about people that does ASMR type of material like food and stuff. Like most of those individuals, they don't talk, so you don't really know too much about them because everything within their lives are very private. And most of our vloggers, our life is public, but I rather choose to live my life privately. And that's why I wanted to show you guys that a person like me can make it far in life, and I don't have to be a statistic. And I especially talked about me being in college. That was part of my life. And originally I didn't want to go to college, but I wanted to show my mother that someone like me, who's Black American, who lived in an urban community in Syracuse, New York, that I can really go far in life. And I really wanted to show my mother that someone like me can really make it. And I really wanted my mom to be very proud of me. And that's why I went to college, because originally I didn't want to go to college. That wasn't part of my life at all. And I wanted to be, very careful about posting, stuff regarding my college life. And because I wanted to, get to basics, regarding my life. And I just wanted to post intimate details about me so that you guys can understand that, I can feel within his own shoes. I went through what he went through and stuff like that, and it won't be like a big pill to swallow. And that's what my male cousin was warning me about. Just be very careful. And I feel like I handled myself with grace, and I feel like I handled myself very good. And I didn't want to post everything about me, especially me being a system or foster care, or me having a very difficult relationship with my own father. I didn't want to post that, but I did most of my videos venting out my frustrations. And me venting really helped me, a little bit. And it helped, things, when things was bad. And it felt kind of therapeutic in a sense, and I was able to let a lot out, recording videos. And a lot of people are not comfortable, talking about their family lives, or how bad, things are. And there's some people that really have very good relationships with their parents. But I just wanted to let a lot out. And I've been feeling better, especially when you record your videos on YouTube. Like, everything is public, which is for everybody to see. And I'm like, I was fully aware of this. I did speak about this in one of my other videos I did a while ago, that within these YouTube streets, everything is public and everybody is gonna see your videos. And I was fully aware of that from the jump. And and I made sure that I'd be very careful talking about certain personal details about my life. And there's not everything everybody's gonna know about me, because there's certain things that needs to be private. And not everybody's gonna know everything about you. And that's why I decided to post personal intimate details about me being gay, me being in a foster care system, and me having a difficult childhood, and all those type of details are very intimate. Even me sharing about my past relationships, in one of my videos, that was very intimate. It was personal, because I really wanted to show you guys that, not everything within my life is perfect, because it's not. And everything is not cookie cutter as it seems. And I really wanted to be real with you guys and to have a very raw emotion towards the stuff that I'm talking about, because everybody go through struggles in their lives. And that's why I decided to broadcast that type of information regarding myself in videos. And as I mentioned earlier, I'm not going to talk about everything about myself in videos. Not at all. You know, my mission for having a YouTube channel was to have fun, you know, to do videos as a hobby. And that's really what I really wanted me to do. You know, I really wanted to, you know, do this as a hobby. There's some people, you know, that does this as an income. You know, this is a hobby for me. And I don't want to rely on, you know, YouTube for income. Not at all. Like in the near future, I might, you know, have my own business, you know, one day. You know, this is, you know, something that I really want to have in the near future. This like long term. And this whole thing here could be more on the side because I work 60 hours every week. So I do things under pressure and everything is okay, you know, and I make sure that, you know, I keep things, you know, private. You know, I don't tell my job I do YouTube. What is their concern? I'm just here to work, get a paycheck, and go home. Cook, take a shower, go to bed, or sometimes take a bath. Because not everybody in your job has to know everything about you, or your bosses or your managers, because it's not their business. So I was fully aware when my older cousin told me that, you know, Dwayne, you have to be a little bit careful posting intimate details about myself, and a lot of them don't even know my YouTube name. Not at all. But, you know, it was just, you know, things that I really wanted to get off my chest. And I feel like I handled myself, you know, with grace. And I feel like I handled myself, you know, very well, actually. And, you know, me broadcasting this type of information about myself actually made me feel better, you know. And a lot of people are not comfortable posting intimate details about themselves. You know, sometimes there's some people that will look down upon them, or some people feel worried that people will make fun of them or something like that. Something like this happened like in the past a long time ago, but I don't know how it will be nowadays. But sometime, you know, people will feel that people will look down upon them if they talk about their past, about the past traumas that they went through. And that's why I decided to share intimate details about myself. Because I feel like when I talk about myself, you know, I want everybody to really know about me, but not too much. Because most of us, we don't know each other in real life. And most of us, you know, watches videos and watch live streams. But we never met anybody in person yet. There's some people that met other people in person off of YouTube. But I haven't met nobody through YouTube in person yet. Maybe one day. But until that time comes, you know, I will post, you know, some intimate stuff about me, but not everything. Because as I mentioned earlier, just certain things that doesn't need to be discussed. And just certain things that need to be kept private. And that's that. So that's why I decided to post, you know, private details about myself. Because at first I was uncomfortable, but I decided to swallow my pride and talk about it a little bit, so nobody can assume anything about me. Oh, this person, you know, had it that easy. Like, no, I haven't. Not at all. Not at all whatsoever. None whatsoever. Not at all. And I just wanted to teach people a lesson about, you know, assuming anything about anybody, because, you know, most of us, we don't know each other. So like, I hope that people can really learn what I talked about in this video and roll with it in the long run and use it towards their experiences and so forth. All right. Peace and love to everybody, and you guys have a very good night. All right, good day, people, and peace to all. Take care, you guys. Be safe.